We invoke the presence of the Most High in this place. We call into order the indigenous peoples of the world. We're saying to the world, with the FAU, the Friends of the African Union, our Chairman Herschel Daniels Jr., and all of you, my brothers and sisters, brethren from the same womb, will sound the trumpet and will come to order. We know we have a great work and a great mission. Our mission is a great work and a great mission. It's a great work for the Most High. It's time for the indigenous peoples to come together and get what is due to them. We've suffered, we've been oppressed, we've been killed, we've been murdered, we've died in the middle passage, we've been split, our throats have been split, we've been killed, we've been castrated, we've been hung in trees, our women have been raped, our children have been thrown over boats, and now we're here. Our natives have been killed en masse. They walked the trail of tears. All of this has happened to us as indigenous people, and we're saying that the time for that is over. It's time that we get our reparations, our repatriation, and this form from the FAU, we're looking for quantitative easing by President Obama. We're looking for that right now. But we also have our reparations and our repatriation online. So we're here as one people. We're here as one people. We're here as one people. Ashe. We're here as one people.
Ashe. We're going to call on now our indigenous. We have many chiefs that are here. Spiritually, the spiritual rendition takes place first, and we have our indigenous brothers here, some of the bring in the energy.
We'll start out. Yeah, we'll start with Bishop Snipes, Blackfoot. Bishop. So Bishop Snipes will be first in Blackfoot, 1939.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters.
Good afternoon.
May God bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. And all of you who I might have missed religiously, please forgive me. I'm still learning. I am happy to be a member of the FAU. I'm now 80 years young. I've been in the struggle for at least 70 years. And we come together as a nation because it's nation building time, and we come together knowing that we need each other. We cannot do this alone. And we are back to a race, a human race. And I would like to say to my people, and I'm specifically speaking to my brothers and sisters, I want you to stop buying what you can afford. I want you to understand that there is two economies. One economy belongs to God, and one economy belongs to man. One is full of greed, and the other one is full of love, knowledge, and eternal life. And I want you to know that the question is knowledge. The answer is wisdom. May God bless you. I thank you.
Nayi, Gabriel Nightwalk, a member of the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma and Alabama. I'm also Shoshone and Taino. This is a great occasion today that so many of us have come to be a part of. Can I get my Native brothers and sisters to please stand up for a second? Remain standing. Also, my Native brothers and sisters that have black blood as well. Please stand. So you see, our blood has spread so far throughout humanity. And we have an obligation to each other to be representative of who we are, the first peoples of the Western Hemisphere. Thank you very much. Please be seated.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to go around the table. Remember, we're going to identification, 1 minute for an identification, and then we're going to get on with the purpose of the session. Click the mic, you just press the button on the mic, and it is yours for that.
My name is Hillary Weaver. I'm Lakota and also Kanawasi of the Beaver Clan for the Haudenosaunee, and I'm happy to be here as a listener.
I'm Aaron Collier. I'm also a youth representative of Friends of the African Union and New Future Foundation, here representing the youth for both organizations.
Pick your mic up.
Indeed, my name is Warren Barrett Jr. I am also known as Chief Ancient Future. I'm the Principal Chief of the Sovereign Eastern Tua Tribe, and I'm the Executive Chief of the Ponca Tribe of Indians, here today in support of the effort to bring an end to much of the challenge that we've known far too well for far too long.
Hello, everybody. My name is Genevieve Texera, and I am a member of the Ponca Tribe of Oklahoma, and I am happy to be here. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Earl Shigu J. Berwin. I am the lineal chief of the Ponca Tribe of Indians. I'm grateful to be here.
Good afternoon. My name is John Jackson of Ichitala, and I represent the Universal Negro Improvement Association. I'm the liaison to the African Union. I've been working with the AU since 2002.
My name is Mary Simat. I am a Maasai indigenous woman from Kenya. The Maasai, the only tribe in the whole world that still defends and protects its culture.
My name is Lakeela Johnson. I'm a native from the area called Tennessee. I'm a Cherokee Chickasaw Nation. I have been living in Boston for 3 years, and I'm here invited with the Magnesia tribe.
Hello, everybody. My name is Margot Saskat. I'm a Muslim from the Middle East. I'm a journalist, Jordanian. I'm working volunteer to help women and peace, children everywhere. We're a non-profit organization in the United States. Thank you.
Greetings, everybody. My name is Wally. I represent Bari and Yoruba. And I represent African Youth Organization. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you. My name is Wamp Neequin. I serve as the tribal chief of the Magnesia tribal community, and I'm also a consultant and conduit between many federal governments and tribal governments as well. I'm happy to be here. Good afternoon, my name is Waleed Morgan James Spears. I'm a member of the National Wampanoag Tribe in Massachusetts. I'm also a member of the Council of the National Congress of Black American Indians.
Greetings. I would like to first start by giving all praises that is due to our ancestors of those of yesterday and today and our elders. I'm the first of His Excellency and large ambassador also to the UN, and I'm also as a humanitarian artist. I'm Dr. Rapid Tate, and I'm here today, and I'm hoping that we can be able to do something in regards to what's happening with our entertainment world. You see that the demonic demons and the forces, and I'm calling on a call to action with my elders and ancestors to aid us. And I'm also a member of the FAU with Dr. Yoel and Queen Mother.
I'm Frank Corso. I'm CEO of Corso Business Group. I'm a consultant for FAU. I am a former board member for the United Nations World Food Program, and I'm also working with Mr. Daniels on bringing forth some programs with Dowling College, which is based on Long Island, New York. That's what we're working on now, and thank you for inviting me.
My name is Lauren Hausmeyer. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I have the pleasure of driving Mr. Daniels here to New York. I am business partner with Mrs. Daniels, and I have 3 children who have a great grandmother on their father's side who was a member of the foundation.
Good afternoon, I'm Mrs. Daniel, Wanda Wade Daniel. My ancestors are Cherokee and Blackfoot on my father and my mother's side. I'm a master electrician by trade, local to 12. I have a nonprofit organization called Cincinnati Change, and we can change Cincinnati in a lifetime. I have a wraparound program solution that will change the way the economic, self-sufficient, and also social enlightenment for our people. And I'm planning to work with my husband, Friends of the African Union, with this program.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, elders. I am bringing greetings from Motherland Africa. My name is Habakuka. I'm from Namibia. I'm attending the Feminine Forum. But when I heard about this site event, I thought it's very important that I should come in and give my support for our friends in the diaspora. Again, greetings from Africa.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Agnes Reed Key from Queens. I'm the New Future Foundation. I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm 7 days in.
Hi, my name is Ruth Brinkley, and I'm the youth representative for New Future Foundation with Queen Mother Blakely, and also partner with Friends of the African Union with Mr. Daniels, and I'm also the DPI representative here at the United Nations.
My name is Ronald Jones. I'm a medical doctor, trained in internal and later in emergency medicine. Through my training and my career, I've become interested, more so after leaving Columbia University, in the origin of languages, nations, and religions. I was able to trace a lot of that work into the distant antiquity and to see quite a lot of it lingering in the unused literature of today. Very hopeful that as we now moving ahead to unify the indigenous nations and the African and Native Americans, this will continue to happen on an academic as well as on a natural level.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yakim and Yashara, Hebrew Israelite of the nation of Israel.
I'm Malak Abiyad of the nation of Israel, of the tribe of Judah. I'm here on behalf of 40 families in Arad, Israel, as well as other tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners, as well as on our ambassador, Kujenga Eliyah, and we just time to gather together. You know, it's very about time.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Gideon David Obed-Yahu. I am part of the Southern Kingdom of Judah, the tribe of Levi, and I'm here to support Kujenga, Minister Yashe, and Queen Mother.
Shalom, my name is Kujenga Eliyah Ashe in Israel. I'm here to represent the children of Israel in the four corners of the earth and return these reparations to the children of Israel.
I'm Kujenga Eliyah Ashe, ambassador to True Life Army of Israel in Detroit, also ambassador for the organization Israel Unity, a member of Mount Hermon Missionary Baptist Church of Ohio, and I'm the founder of the Economic Rights Movement. And I'm full today, very full today, full of love to see all of you here today. You know, we're all in the Garden of Eden, we're all Edenites. And I thank you for this time, and we just love you, we embrace you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Our 1 minute is running fast. We want to get to everyone before we say anything.
Peace everyone, I'm Logan Brown, serial entrepreneur. I'm here today representing Black Business Network. We're 330 all Black professionals, educators, business people, entrepreneurs, and we are launching in collaboration with the Future Foundation a mass water drive to take water in mass to the Ethiopians. About 6 million that are without clean water.
Thank you.
Peace be. My name is Janice Prince. I'm here with Bishop Smites, and I'm the CEO for Rebecca Group, and I'm here to support the African Union.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Veronica Robertson. I'm here to support Minister Ashe. However, I do have a passion as far as how do we heal as a people. You know, I support healing. And for all of us to be together, we have to heal.
Greetings. My name is Khadijah Lene Ashe. I am a descendant of chattel slavery. I was able to trace my lineage through Benjamin Banneker, and I am also of the tribe of Cherokee and Blackfoot. Today I'm representing the AFU, the AFAU, as the president. We bring you greetings from Columbus, Ohio. I have a quick report for you that history was made yesterday with the signing of some very important documents. You will all be privileged to get this information very soon. And we are pushing forward in Columbus, Ohio, as we are prepared to build a technology hub in Ohio. And things are progressing forward, and reports will be forthcoming on the 25th of each month. So we thank you for being here, and be blessed.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Bishop Snipes. I'm the Chancellor of FAU U.S. Bureau of the United States of America, and I'm here to support FAU 100%.
Thank you, Bishop. Jay?
Osio Taishu. My name is Jay Winter-Nightwolf. I am the originator and host of the American English Troops, a national broadcast on WPFW's 89.2 FM out of Washington, D.C., Pacific Radio. I am also the founder of NCBAI, the National Congress of Black American Indians. I would like to thank my friend and my brother, Herschel Daniels, of the Sons of Africa, Sons and Daughters of Africa, the Friends of the African Union, my brother's keeper on African American Alliance, for taking and making this opportunity available to address some of the many issues of Native American and Black American Indians. First of all, I would like to let you know that we are broadcasting this live on my radio show as we sit here out of Washington, D.C. So the first half an hour of my show will cover this. The history of Africans and Indians can be traced back some 50,000 years ago when the African first visited the Americas as a free people prior to European contact. The African came in French. 45,500 years later, the European arrived on our shores. They did not come with friendship or peace. They then started their conquest of stealing our homelands with the use of their genocidal practices upon the indigenous of the Western Hemisphere. Not trying to come down on anybody today, but the truth tells the truth. When we could not give up, they began their wholesale murder of my people. They did the very same thing on the African continent. We, the American Indian people, were the very first slaves in America. We shipped off to Spain and sold into slavery by the deacons of the various villages of Spain and into the Caribbean islands where many of us continue to inhabit those islands even today. Those that they shipped to the Caribbean islands and those that they slaughtered and defeated throughout the New England states. We watched European slave ships drop anchor off the coast of North Carolina and the Virginias and unload their money cargo into the Americas, our homelands. We were the first cargo that they had. Based on the past history, they were continue to be our sisters and brothers. Whenever they ran away from the slave traders, the auction blocks, the plantations, we took them in. They thus became part of our communities. Right here on our homeland soil was where African blood and Indian blood first mixed in the Western Hemisphere. Now that I've given you a brief history of what happened back then, I would like to address some of the present-day issues that plague Native American and Black American Indian communities and Black communities. Treaty rights. When the invaders arrived in our pristine waters and battled for homelands, there were 1,200 nations intact, with 1,200 individual governments. We had our own centralized government located 30 miles east of East St. Louis, Missouri, named Cahokia. We sent our representatives there periodically to sit in council with each other. The Iroquois Confederacy, or the Haudenosaunee, just up the road here in New York State, also known as the Six Nations, had established the Great Law of Peace. The Great Law was established as a composite of laws on how we should live, treat, and respect each other as Indian people. Benjamin Franklin found a way to buddy up to some of the Iroquois and steal the whole idea of democracy from my brothers and sisters up north. The theft of the great law of peace resulted in the formulation and foundation of the United States Constitution. And any student of the U.S. Constitution will quickly tell you that this is where American democracy started. With us, long before they came here. From the theft of the great law. Before the Europeans came here and committed genocide against the indigenous peoples, they had no idea of democracy. They were killing each other. And when they came here, they were running from the tyranny of the crowned heads of Europe. I know this pains some people to hear the truth, but the truth will forever set you free. Treaties were created, written and forced upon my people with the sole purpose of taking our lands from us. There were 627 plus treaties that were pushed down the throats of my people. The majority of those treaties were abrogated and never lived up to by the European colonists. Now I wonder how the European descendants of the early colonizers feel about their constitution now that their supreme law has not been lived up to or respected. They don't like it. Now they know how we feel, American Indians. Our Mother Earth. When they got here, every river, stream, brook, and creek could be used to drink out of without the use of a purification system. Our waters were pristine and clear. We didn't have to do anything to those waters. Now, in order to drink water in America, you must either purchase an expensive purification system or purchase bottled water. Did God intend man to bottle water and sell it to us? I don't think so. Two most recent contaminations of our water is the lead poison water that provide drinking water for Flint, Michigan, and the contaminated runoff from the Gold King mine in Silverton, Colorado, that has poisoned the Animas River that flows through Indian country. My question is, what are you going to do about that? Yeah. That's what I want. You create all of these problems on humanity, and then you just walk away as if nothing happened. But in the meantime, people die. And it's not just Indian people. It's not just black people. It's not just our Asian brothers and sisters that inhabit the United States of Africa, but it's white people too. Yeah. If you don't care about your own people, how do you think we feel about people? The environment. Now that Mother Earth has been breached by wealthy corporate owners and global warming and climate change is a reality, what are they going to do about that? Have you ever seen this kind of weather before? No. God is telling you something. These people, in their actions, are inherently evil and will cut off their noses to spite their ugly faces. They would rather live out their days counting their wealth than find solutions that would enable all of us, the human family, to live again in peace, unity, and harmony. Now let's get on the issue of race and racism. Racism is a social construct brought to us by the European mindset to further divide the entire human family. Before they arrived, we never look upon anyone with this false sense of superiority established by this group of insecure people. There is no such thing as white privilege. I've been just passed a note that I have 2 minutes. In closing, I would like to cite the very root of all of this that has happened evil in the United States and the African continent and the world. It was the creation of the doctrine of discovery known as the Papal Bulls issued by the Vatican that simply said, if you go anywhere in this world and you find people that will not submit to or convert to Roman Catholicism, you have the right, the divine right, to kill them and take everything that they have. This is what happened to the Indians. This is what happened to the Africans. This is what happened to so many people in our world on our grandmother's earth. I thank you for listening to me.
Again, I'd just like to welcome all of you to the United Nations. I am Queen Mother Dr. Deloise Blakely. I'm the Community Mayor of Harlem, and I'm the Ambassador of Goodwill to Africa. If you didn't know, I've been here for divine energy and reason, waiting for you. I have been at the United Nations for 47 years. Agitating. And here at the United Nations, some of you have already visited the Ark of Return that is outside on the main platform and the public entrance of the United Nations. That happened last year. In the spirit of our ancestors of the transatlantic ocean of the slave trade, the greatest crime ever committed against the people has been a Holocaust. It is a Holocaust. I didn't say Holocaust. Sister Duni and ancestors said it is a Holocaust at the African burial ground, which I am the Queen Mother of the naming ceremony, the first United States burial ground in the country is here in New York. And all of us know of Wall Street, where our ancestors were sold on the auction block, not far from here. I thank the children of Occupy Wall Street. They went to Wall Street with me. And right on Wall Street, at the race of horses from the New York City Police Department, they stood with me, calling for reparations. The world owes us for the greatest crime ever committed against the people. Here at the United Nations, where you sit and where you're not sitting, in every part of the United Nations, I have raised the issue of reparations. The world owes us reparations for this crime of the displaced Africans of the transatlantic ocean of the slave trade. The monument represents us returning home to reconnect to our ancestors of the door of no return, but the door to return, and a place called Goree Island. That is the journey that we are on, and with the dedication last year of that monument, with our Secretary General, Ban Ki-moon, and many of the member states joined us last year. I'm sure that you was aware that the Holy Father, the Pope, came to the United Nations, and I was a Roman Catholic nun for 10 years, compared to meet him here at the United Nations, so many years later. And here before he arrived, how the ancestor works is that they honored me at the United Nations in the General Assembly Hall, representing civil society at the 70th anniversary of the United Nations. It was such an honor a month before that, where heads of state stand in the United Nations when they speak to the world. They speak in the General Assembly Hall, and I hope that you'll be able to see it before you leave. A month before, St. Francis, I call him because as being a Roman Catholic nun for 10 years, I adored St. Francis of Assisi. The Holy Father carries his name. And a month before he arrived and where he spoke, the Creator, the God Force, had me to speak about the ancestors and about the transatlantic ocean of the slave trade, and that they owe us. In saying that to you, we have the interns in the room. Our interns who speak and attend many of the sessions to articulate the needs of our people on every level. It is a global issue in the United Nations. They need Africa. Addis Ababa is our headquarters. The world needs Africa. Africa is the last frontier for all of the resources, I said to member states in here. I don't understand why Africa is poor. I don't understand that. Poverty. I don't understand that. All of the resources of the world lies in the belly of Mother Africa. So it's about a paradigm shift, what we need to be about as a people, and to balance off society in this place of inclusion of the United Nations. They have heard the voice of Queen Mother Moore and Queen Mother Blakely on and on and on. And in that legacy, I would just like for some of our interns who did not mention their name that are here, and I just wanted them to come to the mic and mention their name. We are global, we are international, and take the chair for 1 minute just to mention their names.
So, 1 minute.
And tell you the country they come from. We have about 40 of them right now, but a few is here with you today.
Hello, my name is Denise Renato Flores. I'm from Argentina, and I'm an intern for the Futures Foundation. And thank you for having me. Greetings to all. I am Arigona Shabiru. I come from Kosovo, a small country in Balkans, Europe, and it's a pleasure being here with you today. Thank you.
Abram Collier. Abram Collier, based out of DC. Started my own nonprofit, Heroic Hearts Foundation, for-profit business, Humans Everywhere, Reconstruct the International Community. And I've been working with the Future Foundation as an intern representing the youth and supporting the followers of the Future Foundation.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nico Robo. I'm actually one of the Everett partners here with Heroic Hearts Foundation, and also representing New Future Foundation as well as FAU Sports on an international level. So.
And Nico is both American and Polish.
That's correct.
Thank you, Nico. Okay. I'm taking privilege of the floor as we come into closing. I want you to be aware of some facts. Okay. African American Americans earn $1.2 trillion. Our businesses earn over $180 billion. Within the context of Africa, 1.2 billion people earn less than $3 trillion. That 1.2 trillion that we earn is for less than 55 million of us. In 2012, Africa convened and created the concept of the sixth region, but it's not been effective because we haven't come together. This is the start. This is the start. All right, this is the start. We're not going to end this meeting. We're going to each month on the 25th of each month, and let's see, May 25th is some significant day. Okay, and so each month we are going to send to the President of the United States an update of the New Future Foundation Friends of the African Union response that he gave to the United Nations on the Universal Periodic Review, where the nations of the world judge each other. The nations of the world judge each other. President Barack Obama joined that judgment. And consequently, we were in the second cycle, and me and Queen Mother were called by the African Union in 2013 to look at the 50-year plan of Africa. It just so happens that we had two plans that said hers $3 trillion for Goree Island, us $1.25 trillion for the United States. We're an engineer. I'm an engineering firm. Okay, at that time I was Hardgrove Engineering, but now I've transitioned into Friends of the African Union because Queen Mother is such a personality that has brought us together, that we're going to have the President of the United States do what he did to save America. When he became the President, he received $16 trillion worth of authority to save America. He's used $8 trillion of it. You go to FAU2063.blogspot.com, facts are there. Not going to bore you with it. It's real simple. We have to have the capacity to respond. Let's say that for Native Americans, $1 trillion, and for African Americans, $5 trillion. What we're saying is reinvest in Americans. Put that money where it is. So now you say, well, that's a large amount. Well, wait, that's a lot. We just concluded. We're part of a national coalition that just concluded that created a $16.5 billion community benefit agreement for 5 years with Key Bank. All right, that's done. Starting in January. So everybody who's in this room, from the sister with the water project, from the tribes that have the needs that are in the service area for Key Bank that's in Ohio, that's in New York, and 22 other areas, this is the start for you to put your plans together so that we go and get that money. It's not how. So in terms of the plan of action, when you talk about this, we talk about FAU is restructuring its USA Bureau. And we're good enough that in terms of that, New York is a centerpiece for how that happens. All right, we've been tilling. Now, I came to this as governance. I didn't come to it as Pan-Africanism. I came out of the senior honorary consul for the Republic of Guinea to the U.S. I served on the Honorable David Morrow's staff. So I look at governance. I've lived in Africa. I am of Africa, but I'm of America too, because in 1848, the Frenchmen took the Nubian woman. But we, as a people, here in America, have a president who's not been called to task for solutions that we generate. This is the start of solutions. What we have is from Africa, the declaration of a global African Diaspora Summit in 2012. And what we have in leading into this closure is that we're going to leave here and we're going to go upstairs and we're going to go to the Ark of the Covenant. Right? We're going to do that return. And that Ark of that return, and we're going to go there and follow in from this session. And each month, we're going to come together. And we're going to come together and develop the plans that implement change now. Not real soon now, but now. And I look forward to all of you joining us. We're going to take a minute, okay, with Dr. Jones and the medicine men, and then we're gonna do closing session. Doc, you have